All right, ladies and gentlemen. Today on our explicit interview, we are going to talk about whether sex still matters as a factor that can help you keep a relationship up to marriage, or it can help you keep your boyfriend with you until, like promising him, what, if you stay with me, I will only give you sex when you go visit my parents. I will only give you sex if only you propose that you will marry me or something like that. Does this really still matter? Or keeping sex, or keeping your man away from giving him the sex that he wants, will it really keep this marriage solid together or not? And that's the reason as to why I have a class of students here with me, and this is what exactly we are going to talk about. So let me pose my first question. Does sex really matter in a relationship as a factor of controlling your boyfriend?
Now, me, I also want to pose a question, actually.
Pose.
How about people that don't function sexually yet they get married? Why are they there?
Okay.
So me, I will really beg to differ.
Okay.
Because we have people that are actually married and they no longer function.
Okay.
Maybe because of an accident, maybe because they were born like that. But they are marrying each other. So as you're seated there thinking that by sex I can control someone, I beg to differ. There are people that are really married when they don't function and they even last. So, no.
Okay. Thank you, Kathy. I beg to differ from you totally.
Okay.
From to differ from you 99.9%.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, to begin with your submission, like your question you posed, that are those people that have been affected either by accident or affected, but you find that these people bring up an exception to their boyfriends or husbands, that please, if you feel like you want to go out, let's go outside, because he knows that really I can no longer provide the service, because by nature, this is by fact, that we are together because we are supposed to have sex.
Okay.
That is it.
It's the secondary cause of your togetherness.
It is the main cause of being together, is because people are together for. We can't refute that fact, and if someone cannot provide that service, in most cases you find that those relationships will never last for 2 years.
Okay. Jeff, tell us what you think.
Thank you for your submission, Maurice. When I come out, me, Jeff, I come out and I say, please,
I love you.
I mean, no, I don't say I love you. That's so ancient.
Hey.
I'm fond of you.
Okay.
I'm fond of you.
It's the way to go.
The first thing that runs in my mind is sex.
Okay.
Leave alone money, care, attention.
You're scaring somebody here.
No, she should be scared because she also has her own idea.
Okay.
But for me, that's what comes in my mind. Then you say, is sex going to destroy a relationship? Definitely. Of course.
If it's not there.
If it's not there, sex, let us talk about age groups. Now, you're above 18. It means in Uganda, you're old.
Yes.
Then, if you are between 18 and 25 and you guys are dating, what are you doing?
What are you dating for?
Excuse me.
Let's hear her opinion.
Excuse me.
No, let her say something.
Okay, thank you. I differ from you, Jeff. Wow. Yes, as women. So
maybe as you differ from Jeff, I want you to look at this as well. When a guy comes to you and says, I love you,
yes,
what is in your mind?
When a guy approaches me and say, you love me, yes. First of all, I would look up to a partner that I'm willing to spend my life with.
Okay.
Someone who's going to be there for me. Someone who's going to love me unconditionally.
Okay.
Someone who's going to... Yeah, let's be honest.
Jeff is like,
yes.
Oh, Navawa.
Yeah, I'm real. That's my opinion.
It's okay.
So, for you to say that sex is a must in a relationship, it's not. Yes.
All right. No, let her finish. Let her finish.
Complete. Do you know that you can date a person for over 3 years and he's understanding? Love is all about understanding. No. You can get a guy. Hold on. Yes. Then you tell him, Jeff, by the way, there is a saying that for you to prove that you love me, you shouldn't first look beneath my body. That means you want just to use me. You cannot just date me for a month and you tell me, what, Sabrine? I want to have sex.
Do you know what using means?
Using someone.
Yeah,
Now that's
using someone.
different.
No, it's like
Do you
there
thi-
is- you see.
Do you know that?
there
Do you
is
know? Do you know
one-
that I can have sex even minus removing or seeing anything? Yeah. Then other than that, no. Other than okay, Maurice. Okay,
What you call it? Yeah.
one.
No.
Okay, hold on 1 minute. You know, we're talking about sex and containing the marriage. You know, they always those they say give reasons, and then first they say primary reason.
Okay.
Other
Jeff,
than-
let me ask you this.
Yes.
Would you walk to a woman that you have appreciated because of her body and tell her, hello, you're looking good. Can I take you to bed?
You know, in the first time, you have to be civilized. You don't have to come
So
direct.
you pretend.
Yeah, you have to be a pretender.
But-
you know, of course I would. But these ladies,
Yes, I would comment.
MC,
Yes.
these ladies, they don't like good, like direct things.
Direct
They
things.
want every time lies.
So you come with the lies.
I use bypass. I am going to. In fact, okay. Then the point was, Maurice, I was like, you know, of course you can live without sex because there are many ways of, because sex is used for, like, maybe if you want to get a child.
Sex is only for babies.
No, like if you want.
Where you can have it in some.
Of
Yes.
course, you guys have to meet and met.
Hey.
Then so that you ejaculate and then you form a baby.
No. She is
Then-
asking. She is asking the reason.
Before. There is what you have to.
Okay, then
She's wondering
Yeah.
whether, other than having babies and all that, there can be sex like a love, if something for adventure or something.
yes, you know, I wanted to say if there's sex, what is it for? Because it may be for adventure, for children, for fun, leisure.
Jeff, now you're contradicting yourself.
No, sugar. There's this point where you cannot also have sex in a relationship and again get what you want, like the children, anything through like.
Man, Jeff, what would they be into vinci? Let me hear from Maurice.
Okay.
Let's hear from
I do
Maurice.
believe that this intimacy calls for freedom with each other or getting free with each other. The reason why I don't support intimacy because I feel like I want to have it for pleasure. The more you get intimate with someone, the more you get intimate with someone, the more you feel like you get to know that, okay, I'm now confident. No, most times when you approach someone, you all are shy from each other. So this intimacy you get with each other and you have sex and if you see everyone's body, everyone feels everyone's body. So it releases some stress, like those things that this
Jeff, Maurice, let me ask you this. To what percentage do you approach a woman and you actually want her for sex?
I think it is 70%. No, it is 70%.
No, it's his opinion.
My opinion. Most
70,
of,
that means he.
I think it in my entire life. In my entire life, it is one woman. With names I will preserve. With one woman that I've approached, and my intent was for friendship.
Sex
and
is 40%.
And sex was even, I think, 20.
Okay.
But
Why was it like that?
why was it like that? Because I think it was an element of friendship. It was my intent was to make her my friend because I thought she was that side. Like I couldn't.
She was out of your league.
She was out of my league. But
What was this friendship like? Can you define the friendship?
Okay, the definition of friendship was, I think, it was that friendship that I don't know how can I explain it, but it was that friendship that it wasn't of ill intentions. It was that friendship of building and comforting each other, having that listening here.
Okay.
But as time went on and courtship and as we went on, it became nonsense because words had got done, like to tell her. Are you getting me? So I had never had words to tell her that we love you, sweetheart, good night. So words got done, and when they got done,
The relationship.
we had to,
started fading.
yeah. But we had that
Let me first ask.
But before that, you know, when you're having that intimacy, there are a lot of things you share. So you will find that most of the people, ideas are shared during that time when you're having that intimacy. That's when everyone has rested on each.
Ignites the intimacy, the
conversation, and what have you. Most cases,
meaning it is very necessary.
It is very necessary. Most cases, when we are discussing and we are out on a date, we shall be discussing our girlfriends, our past, because but no one wants to listen. Who was your girlfriend? How did you have it?
Let me ask you this. I don't know whether you're following what Maurice is saying. From what I pick, I see him saying that sex is the only foundation of why these two are together, and if there's anything fruitful they are going to bear, it will only be because there is hope for sex.
Okay.
What is, as a woman, what is the percentage of a woman getting into a relationship because of sex?
Okay. So according to his question, what's the percentage? For us women, it's not so much about sex. Though, even us women, we look for a good guy in what? In bed.
Yes.
You get it? Yes. But it's not the first thing I would notice on you.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yes.
But on record, there is no woman who would stick with a man who doesn't give her what she wants.
Okay.
I may not be able to say it. I may not have it on my forehead. Yes. When you come to approach me first, like she said, I focus on companionship, I focus on maturity, responsibility. What are you able to bring to the table? But I wouldn't say sex is not out of what? The list. So the percentage is very minimal compared to what? To men.
Okay.
You get it?
What could it be? 20, 10?
It could be, it grows.
It grows over time.
It grows over time.
Okay.
Because you're spending time with this person, you're getting to know this person. There is a point where kulange bade ku 5, neda ku 10, neda ku any number.
Okay.
You get it?
The difference with men is reduced.
Yeah, with men, because the first thing why actually for men, the reason why he comes to talk to you or says something is because your beauty has striked him.
Yes.
You're out kwegamba otambulira musayigwe.
Yes.
If you've not yet seen me inside, then what has attracted you? It's my appearance
Physical.
out. And obviously we know when men approach us, the first thing, may I be honest, when a man approaches you, sex is on the list.
Yes.
He could be
It is
like
on the
Maurice. He could be like Maurice, ngeri ku number 3. He could be like Jeff, ngeri ku number 0. Chitegeero lyokokeno once. But at the end of the day, when a man is approaching you, sex is on the list. Yes. So it's up to you, the woman, to see what to do.
Yes.
Thank you.
Are you getting me? That's the reason.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me ask her. How many times do you get approached by men in a day?
Okay, it's very hard for a lady when you've dressed smartly or your appearance. And in fact, if you just mere get out of the gate or
Already all the way.
Okay. But then it's your responsibility, because the truth is that you cannot stop your girl from being conned by different guys.
Yes.
And if your lady moves out and you've never had that
guys
comment,
whispering.
in fact, you're working with your girlfriend and you don't find that someone, you know, even
guys even comment in your presence. What about in your absence?
And your lady has a problem. I'm telling you, that's the truth. You know, men, wait, Jeff. Men, they cannot stand a
woman's beauty, yes.
In fact,
they will
in your
definitely.
presence, they can tell you know what, bro. Yes.
You're hot. Okay, let me ask you this as well. What do you do at a point when you realize that all these approaches that I have got on my way to school, on my way to such and such a place, are all intending just to sleep with me?
Okay. As she said.
But then you are also looking at chancing yourself a credible man.
Yeah, for me personally, as a lady, for me to accept or to give my body or trust my body with anybody else, at least I would have known you for some good time.
Okay.
Your personality, and are you responsible? Yes, there is. Having sex, everybody can have sex with anybody.
But the question is, after sex, now what?
Yes, that's the question. I might have sex with Jeff.
I have a burning question.
Wait.
I have a burning question.
That's why I'm saying you are.
All right, Jeff, tell me.
We are diverting.
Yes.
Let us understand this.
Okay.
Sex can drive.
Miss
Yes.
Kathy, and Miss Sabrina Henry, I want us to just look at sex. Now, give a scenario that me is a mutambuze. I'm a walker, like I can kulamaga. I come from this club, I go to the other club. But in every club I go to, I'm not just going there to buy beer or what, but there's something I'm looking for.
The women.
You mean someone who has gone to a club to date a guy who also wants to know? Let us just leave the thing of corporatism. Of seeing mate, then you guys want to talk good things.
Jeff, let me streamline this a little bit.
Yes.
Now, the key factor or X factor that we are looking at here is sex a factor that can lead to proper marriage if we keep it away? We want to teach someone out there who thinks if I keep my body away from this guy, it will help me keep him until he proposes marriage. That is for the ladies. And then for the guys, if I don't show this girl that I want her in my bed, maybe she will stick with me. Is that possible?
In fact, it's possible.
Okay.
Yeah. Ladies have a different mindset. You can be with a baby. They want, like I said, they want to be in that mode of being lied. You keep playing to them, but times of sex, there's pretending.
No. Jeff, I want you to talk from a guy's perspective, whereby I want you to tell these people who are watching, is it possible, is it good for you as the dude to tell to make sure you avoid having sex with your girlfriend so that you can keep her until you propose marriage to her, or it is okay for you to have sex?
For how long? Anyway, let me take it like the way you have said. Then you have said
it is okay with your opinion. If you think it is not good,
for my opinion, yes. For the viewers, it is okay. But for my opinion, it's not okay.
No, don't look at the viewers as a priority.
No,
I want the viewers to learn from you.
Okay. Okay.
Do you think has it worked for you? Because you've been here for some time, and you have dated, and you have seen whether having sex with your girlfriend from day one keeps her or makes her remain valuable to you, or she loses value to you.
For the ladies I've dated, I didn't take sex as a priority because by that time I was shy, and I'm still young. But now,
are you still shy?
Now,
now you are war.
Yeah.
And what happens to you after? Okay.
What?
The gents. Let's finish with the gents, maybe.
Yeah. When you get that, you have something to. Okay, wait 1 minute. When you get a lady and you want to keep her in your marriage without giving her sex, and you want to get sex on marriage, not so? That thing, it some 50-50. It either works or no. But at a greater extent, it cannot work.
For you?
Yes, for me.
Okay.
Yes. When you're staying together, you're doing everything together, that woman is your friend, is your wife, and you have that hope because you're going to marry. Why wouldn't you give me sex? I'm going to marry you.
What is the percentage that you're actually going to marry this person?
It is 70 to be the one we have quoted, we have dated.
We've seen relationships fail.
All right, let's have Maurice say his part, and then we see what to do.
Okay. Is it possible for people to stay together
without sex?
Without sex,
and keeping the sex in the intent of keeping it for marriage. As a man,
maybe I've heard from some friend of mine, great friend, one of my best friends. She's a girl. She tells me, I don't know. I'm not certain.
I don't want you to speak for the women.
Yes.
Speak for you as a man.
Okay. For me, let me speak for myself as a man. For me as a man, the last time I did it the relationship went berserk.
Okay.
When you had sex?
How did it go?
No, we didn't have sex. The last time I didn't have sex with a girl, she first told me to change into a certain religion. Then when I changed into a certain religion, she told me then to marry me. Then when I told her then marry me, then the following day I think we had separated. But I don't believe that for a person to have sex before, because these things it is an adventure. Unless it is an adventure. Whoa. We do it because we want to know that is this person.
You're testing.
Is it okay? So
is she functioning?
Then if by the time I get married and my libido is my not my libido, my anxiety, it was that I want to have kids, and by any chance you find that your downer part is blocked. Are you getting me? So you find that your downer part is blocked and you can't. Are you getting me? So you have to, certain things have to be proved. You have to.
But let me jeopardize you a little bit. There's a point when we say, just like Jeff said, that a man who is functional will erect every morning.
Yes.
That is a clear sign. While a woman who is going to have children is ovulating. Those are clear signs that can help prove to you that, are functioning. Why would you wish to go for the sex to test?
Do you want to get
But there are some people who don't know that I have to ovulate. And there are some people that who don't know that erection that will result into release. Are you getting me?
Okay.
So, and the other last thing is that the only way people can be together is that these people, if people can be together before having sex and get married, the percentage is very low, because when you have sex for the first time, you can't resist have it for the next time. But the only time, unless you have got really traumatized that you cannot do it again anymore. But most cases, virgins are the ones that find themselves, and I'm a virgin, so let us keep ourselves and let us pray until yes, virgins have. But we'll leave alone that story. That's time for next time. But most cases, people that have already experienced something and being there for 1 month, the next month, unless you want to resort to something else that I don't want to bring at table, which is masturbation.
Okay. Let's have
but
Kathy.
if not that, I know the effects of masturbation.
Okay.
We shall call a spoon a spoon. This is an educative topic.
Okay, yeah.
But
So what I did was to take a friend to test.
If he's virgin.
No, a friend to Amkwani and see whether she could give in.
You're dangerous.
Yes.
How did it go?
What she did was like, she was like, make sure it's not a serious thing that I can give you. You get it?
So what was
Yes, so it's like, and the friend told, because it was online, because I'm like, call her on Kwan and see her response. Try to push it. And she was like, she was willing but not willing to fall in love, but she was willing to
give in.
okay, yeah. Also, that same person.
no until marriage. You get it?
No.
So there are some
those
women,
maybe
they get a substitute.
Okay. Yeah, even they also told me from the live sources I know that person. But I might bring a sport image here. But he has, okay, people know if they get a chance to watch the show, they will know that this person. But they told me that she was asleep. Okay, let me stop there. But the issue is that only people, she was sleeping around. She was sleeping around. Are you getting me? But anyway, the issue is that people. I'm pretty sure you can't date. You can't date for 6 years, and without sex.
And you hope for marriage.
Either because this sex, it is something. It looks bad to our families if we do it before marriage, but there is that trust you get when you do it with the person. There's that trust. If that person does it for the first time and doesn't forsake you and comes back, and it shows you the same thing. Okay. Because the women's worry is that if you have sex with me for the first time and you leave me, and next time I do it with you and in most cases you call me for only sex. But if that trust has been developed, that intimacy has been, it develops confidence. From the confidence that is developed, that's when you find that someone can share freely that I know I'm constructing a mansion somewhere. Okay. I have 1 million on my account and no, leave alone. Even people say a lot, but most cases 80%, yes, 80% of women get to know many secrets during that time.
All right. Let's
That's
have
when
the
you know that
female-
this man is broke. He will tell you, man, today.
Let's have the female point
I
of
get
view
you.
from Catherine, and then we shall come this side. Kathy, as you give us your point of view, I want you to basically dwell on the fact that you're representing for the women.
Okay.
And give us that full image of how the women feel. Because in most cases, so many women have told me, I can't just have the sex from the beginning of the relationship because I don't know how far we are going, which means that she is insecure, that you may dump her, and she doesn't want to be going trailing with this number of guys who are dumping, and that's where the word using comes from. So to you, how does this matter, the sex?
Now, for us women, if I'm speaking for a woman's honest point of view, for us women, having sex before we get to know you is really out of the question.
Yes.
Though some do. Now, for us, we got out of that, like I can speak for me. You get out of that age where you have sex for excitement and for adventure. Because at the end of the day, you can wake up pregnant.
Yes.
You might have it for fun, but if you have another being coming on earth, that's where things are not a joke.
Yes.
You get it? So as you're going in to have this sex as an old woman or someone above 18 or someone with maturity up here,
Yes.
you go away from just having sex for fun, for adventure, for leisure. Let me find out. It's now to
You
responsibility.
grow into a responsible.
You get it? So we are saying, can sex keep, can sex keep
A
marriage?
relationship.
Can
yes.
sex keep a relationship?
For marriage.
For
yes.
marriage.
Mm.
It can actually.
Okay.
That one I know it can. Though for us women, we take our time. It's a responsibility clock. It's a provisional clock. Can he take responsibility and what comes with it? For men, they have their reasons. For us women, how would I feel if I entered a place and there are 10 men and they've all seen my body? Because for men, it could be sex. You know, men don't undress fully to do whatever they do. You get it? They just take off something and they can do what they do. For women, a man would want to touch different places, to feel that they've had sex. So my body's out. I'm entrusting you entirely with my what?
Exactly.
My body, and you're seeing me. When we go back to culture, like it or not, if 10 men stand somewhere and they're like, we've had her, for you to have someone to come out of that community to marry you, that's a miracle from God. And God intended it from day one.
Yes.
You get it? So for us, sex, I stand and say, yes, sex can keep you until marriage. And also I can stand and say that sex may not be the
It might
driving
not save
factor.
you.
You get it? Even if it's not excessive, there is a point where the sex is good and everything is good, but you don't connect.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, it was not sex. But
Exactly.
then from a woman's point of view, for us women, we have very many factors why. I'm speaking for the mature women out
Okay.
there. We have very many reasons why I can take off my clothes.
For a guy.
Responsibility, maturity, who are you? We do have sex. Women do have sex, but it takes us time. You get it? For men, they see you and they want to have
There
you.
and then.
Yes, it
Determine maturity and responsibility.
No, let her finish.
2 to 3 days when you see me.
Don't
That's why I take
interrogate
my
her
time. You get it? That's why I take my time and find out who you are.
before.
For us women, I don't just meet you and undress. Unless, and there is a reason why some people address. There is already something on the table. Wamteredewo daka ke mitwalo gya 5 gali awo. If there is need for abortion, you've told her, you've showed her that we are having sex for money. We are having sex because mchara angetakola chili, but at the end of the day she's getting something. So her mind is not stretched to think so much. Because when a guy comes to talk to me, abasajja, few of them come and tell you that I'm here and I want to have sex. Bajja kulimba naye lyonaze he will not make me think so much. He has put something on that table, and if I'm undressing, it's because I'm taking what's on the table. I'm using a scenario where a man is like, I love you, I want to spend time with you. He calls you, he texts you for dates. He's giving me he's giving me an image that he wants to stick in my life. You get it?
Yes.
So there are those scenarios. He's giving me a scenario that I want to stick with you, I want to marry you. For us women, we take our time. You get it? We take our time before we actually undress. Maturity, responsibility, who you are to us really counts.
All right. Catherine has said it all. Now we're actually looking at the female side. Jeff, you guys already said enough. As we wind down, I'm not going to ask her to say the very things you've said because you've almost exhausted it all. Now I want her to say something about this side you just hinted on slightly, where a guy will pretend that they love you, they want to stick with you, they are taking you for dates, they are doing all these amazing things, but actually their intention is just to sleep with you and leave you. If this happened at the end of the day and this guy has finally succeeded in sleeping with you, say for after a long time, just like you stretched it, but he was patient because he was this hunter that was really, really a sniper. And he's done it and he has left. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because several others could come in the same approach.
Yes. There is a saying that goes, once bitten,
twice shy.
You get.
Yes.
So in case a guy approaches me and he proves that he's going to be a nice guy, he's responsible, he's patient. Because one thing I know about a guy, if he really wants to see beneath you, he will stick. He will be very willing to go down to earth and do actually the impossible that you think.
Exactly.
Until he sees beneath you. So that's the only problem that we ladies,
challenge, yeah.
that challenges us, and we end up finding out that this guy is sweet, this guy maybe he's serious, but at the end of the day, he's a devil. Actually he has an aim and he has a target.
Yeah.
So in case that happens to me, God forbid. Yes.
Yes, definitely.
I don't want it to happen.
God forbid.
Yeah, God forbid.
Yes.
Yeah, in case that happens to me, maybe at the end of the day, a guy that I believed in,
you thought was going to.
Yes, I think the second relationship I would be in, I would not give in easily until I see a ring on my finger. Giving you a standing point. Yes. I will tell this guy that has approached me the second time that, you know what, A, B, C, D happened to me. And if a guy is willing to love you and is understanding, trust me,
he will hold on to that. Wow, that is very, very amazing. And this is how far we can come. We are talking about Ugandan scenarios here, and girls out there, this is a clear message to you. I want you guys to know that these days there is no scenario like hit and run. Guys don't do that. What they do is they will hit and hit and hit and hit, then run. You don't want to fall a victim. Otherwise, this is the exclusive interview here with me, MC Shugga, and my wonderful and classy friends all the way from Nkumba University. And it was amazing talk. I hope you learned something. We say bye-bye for now.